Good morning class 9th. You know very well that we are doing our chapter number 2 of geography, which is the physical features of India. In this chapter we already discussed about the movement of tectonic plates, then the physical features of India, the 6 physical features of India. In the 6 features we already discussed about the Himalaya mountain, and the second one is northern plains. Today we will discuss about the Indian desert and the coastal plains. The first one is the Indian desert. The Indian desert lies toward the western margin of the Aravalli Hills. This is the location of Indian desert. Indian deserts are located on the west part of Aravalli Hills. It is an undulating sandy plains covered with sand dunes. So it is general that sand dunes means red ke tile. Sand dunes are found here. This region receives very low rainfall below 150 mm per year. In this region the rainfall is very low because that is why the vegetation is arid climate and low vegetation. So you will tell me in my comment box that which place or which area of India receive heavy rainfall of the world. Which area of India or which place of India receive heavy rainfall. Now the next is soon after streams appear during the rainy season. When the rainy season, then the streams or rivers get watered, but after it they disappear into the sand because they have less water. As they do not have enough water to reach the sea, they can't reach to the sea because they have less water. Because of the less water, the flow is very low. The next main point is, this is one word important question. Luni is the only large river in this region. In Rajasthan, in Indian desert, the Luni is the only large river in this region. Here you can see the picture of Indian desert. Now the second one is the coastal plains. Coastal plain means the area which is near to the water bodies. The peninsula plateau is flanked by a stretch of narrow coastal strips running along the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east. In this area you can see where is Arabian Sea. This is the position of Arabian Sea, and here is Bay of Bengal. So the area near to this water body, where you can see the eastern and western Ghat. This is eastern Ghat and here is western Ghat. The area between this blue line and this red line, this blue line and the red line, this area between this part is known as coastal plains. And here also you can see this dark blue line and this red line. The area between these lines is known as western coastal plains. Western coastal plains, and it divided into several parts also. The upper part here you can see the Konkan coast, and the lower part is known as Malabar coast. Next is Coromandel. In eastern side you can see Coromandel. In western side you can see Konkan and Malabar. Sometimes some students can get confused because, between Konkan and Malabar. Between Konkan and Malabar coast. Always remember that Malabar is in the lower side and the Konkan is in upper side. Coromandel is in east side. Here is Coromandel, Konkan, and the lower part is Malabar coast. The western coast sandwiched means in between the western Ghat and the Arabian Sea. In the map of India, I already showed the location of coastal plains in a narrow plain. It consists of 3 sections. In the map, I already discussed that the 3 sections are: the northern part of the coast is called the Konkan, Mumbai and Goa. Konkan, Mumbai and Goa side known as Konkan. The central stretch is called the Kannada plains. And the third one is, while the southern stretch is referred to as the Malabar coast. We already discussed about the Konkan and Malabar, and the area between Konkan and Malabar is known as Kannada plains. So in western side 3 coastal plains is there. The first one is Konkan, second is Kannada, and the third one is Malabar. Malabar coast. Three coast. First is Kannada, first is Konkan, second is Kannada, and the third one is Malabar. Now the next is the plains along the Bay of Bengal are wide and level. The plains along the Bay of Bengal, the plains which are near to the Bay of Bengal are wide and levels. In the northern part, it is referred to as the Northern Sarkar. While Sarkar, it not means government. Sarkar, the name is Sarkar. While the southern part is known as Coromandel Coast. In the map of India, we already discussed about the Coromandel Coast. Now the upper part of Coromandel Coast is known as Northern Sarkar. In eastern side, if we talk about the coast, that the coast is divided into two parts. The upper part is known as Northern Sarkar, and the lower part of Eastern Ghat is known as Coromandel Coast. The large rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. Always remember their name. These are the most important river in the south. These are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri have formed extensive delta on this coast. Extensive delta on this coast means these river formed delta. Lake Chilka is an important feature along the eastern coast. If we talk about eastern coast, then the Chilka Lake is most important. Always remember that Chilka Lake is found in Odisha. Chilka Lake is found in Odisha. Chil Udi is a trick to learn that Chilka Lake. Chilka word is related to Chil and Odisha related to Udi. So Chil Udi means Chilka Lake is found in Odisha. Lake Chilka is an important feature along the eastern coast. The Chilka Lake is the largest salt water lake in India. इंडिया की सबसे बड़ी salt water lake. The Chilka Lake is the largest salt water lake which is in Odisha, lie in the state of Odisha to the south of the Mahanadi Delta. One more point I want to discuss with you, that four rivers which flow here, that Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. In these river, which river is known as Dakshin Ganga? Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. In these river, which river is known as Dakshin Ganga? If you know the answer, then in comment you can tell me the right answer. Now the next one is island, and the one more point is left, which is Peninsula Plateau. In our next class, we will discuss about the Peninsula Plateau and island also. Make your own notes. Don't depend on me that by watching video you can get full knowledge. You should read about your books also, because books are your best friend. So tomorrow we will celebrate World Books Day. Thank you, class.